On a safari trip to western Tanzania, I met a group of cheetahs that showed me how delicate and precious it is to enjoy total freedom. The 4 cubs I followed are about a year old. In keeping with the freedom theme, I named them all after U.S. presidents and their wives. Meet Eleanor, Jackie, George, and Abraham. Mom's name is Liberty. It seems life in the bush or out in the hot, dusty plains, the animal's electoral system includes the ones that eat meat, those who clean up after them, and the animal's waste that provides fertilizer for the plants. This systematic ecosystem has worked for thousands of years, but has been disrupted by humans who try to monopolize the wildlife's domain. In this particular area between western Kenya and Tanzania, the wildebeest migrate in a circular seasonal procession that goes from north to south. They follow the growth of the grasses. The leaders of this animal parade are the zebras. They have better directional sense of all the 4-legged hoofed creatures. I happened to be in Tanzania during late January. This is the birthing season, and about 50,000 wildebeest calves are delivered per day for about a month. This is the favorite time of the year for the predator. This proud cheetah mother has brought a wildebeest calf for her 4 cubs to eat. They're frightened when the calf kicks one last breath of life. The mother, I named Dolly, clamps her jaws down on the baby's neck. She is showing this quick and easy kill technique to her cubs. This gruesome show of survival is detesting to most Western people. It is important for the squeamish to understand that this is considered one of the main processes to wildlife's democracy. It's like a simple voting process. Pick the candidate who will make life easier for your family and go for it. Liberty is watching her yearlings go after a family of warthogs. The warthogs were quick and made it to their dens before getting caught. The cheetahs wait for a while to see if one of the hogs will venture out. It never happens, and they move on to find their next meal. Cheetahs can get up to 70 miles per hour. They may be fast, but they are high on the endangered species list. They are easily susceptible to diseases, and they're not as strong as other wild cats. Also, unprotected cheetah cubs could be a meal for a roaming pride of lions. Cheetahs mate, and the mother raises the cubs on her own. The hyena is also another threat to the cheetah cubs. This dog, bear-like creature can capture a cub when a mother is out searching for food. But the hyena eats mostly leftover kills from other cats. The female hyena is larger than the male, and they're considered the head of this species' household. To me, female cheetah and hyenas are a symbol of wildlife feminism at its best. Another garbage collector is the vulture. They eat leftover carcasses literally to the bone. The stronger birds will screech and claw to get to the meat, while others stare cautiously, waiting for their chance to get a piece. This violent dance of survival is fascinating to watch, and a reminder that wildlife has its own recyclers. Unlike the ugliness of vultures, many of the feathered creatures could be called the supermodels of the desert plains. Several birds don vibrant colors, and some even have fancy hats. But like many of their 4-legged neighbors, several of these birds are also on the extinction list. This is predominantly because of human population growth and hunters. It seems humans have turned the African bush into a militaristic state. For example, the rhinos. Their numbers have dropped considerably because of poachers who want their horns. As you can see, it is hard to get close to any rhino. They have become very fearful of humans. It's not been a secret that elephants have also been hunted for their horns. These sensitive creatures will charge at humans when they feel endangered, and they also grieve if a baby calf dies. Their dung is some of the best fertilizer for the soil and dung beetles' meals. The dung beetle will roll the manure into a ball and leave crumbs along the way. This is one of the most labor-intensive farming techniques in the world, but it is extremely successful. Other animals that thrive from the growth of this fertilized soil are the antelopes. They range from very large, like the waterbucks, to the small, the Thompson gazelle. When a gazelle gives birth, the mother will hide the baby in the tall grasses. I just woke up a day-old gazelle. Molly was disrupted when an angry gazelle was chasing a jackal away from her young. Molly quickly grabbed the gazelle and was able to feed her young a second meal of the day. The jackal's clever actions were similar to many politicians who only look out for themselves. After cats are done filling their stomachs, they will lounge around in the shade watching the massive migration pass by. This includes the very tall to the petite, always moving, searching for their next meal. As noted, these beautiful cats are fading away, like the pandas in China and the tigers in India. There are too many people taking over land or others who find killing a sport. These animals want to be free and happy. Isn't this what every living creature wants? To live without fear in a just cause civilization? Keeping the animals alive and safe is a complicated situation, and after having the privilege to film them in their paradise, I want to use my footage to spread the word that they need help. As U.S. citizens, we are free to roam and purchase food whenever, however we like. But it's time to use our freedom by supporting organizations such as Wildlife Conservation Society, Wildlife Conservation Network, and the World Wildlife Fund. Or get political yourself and vote for politicians that support funding for wildlife. I even wrote to my senator to support any wildlife legislation that may come his way. It's time that Liberty, Eleanor, Jackie, Abraham, and George have a human-free, stress-free life they deserve. Please spread the word about the wildlife plight. Thank you.